everybody, my name's Steph and this is my first video on YouTube. I really enjoy watching all these sorts of videos, makeup and hauls and get ready with me's, so I thought I'd give it a go. I love doing makeup myself and yeah, just sort of fancied it. Never really had the confidence before, so here we go. It's going to be this look here that I'm going to do for you using Urban Decay Smoky palette on the eye and lots of affordable products on the face. The lighting might go a bit funny throughout. I mean, I'm sat in the window and I'm only using my phone as a camera, so bear with me on that. And the backdrop isn't very pretty because I am moving house, so this isn't permanent, but yeah. If you want to stick around and watch, that's great, and if you enjoy it till the end, then please subscribe and like and leave a comment of what potentially you might like to see next. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hello, bare face. Come on. Okay, first steps is to put your hair back well remembered. We're going to kick off with Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser by Maybelline. One of my favourites, by far the best primer that I've actually used. So I'm just going to put that where all my pores show, so my cheeks and my chin. Then going in with the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. This is the gel foundation, putting about 2 pumps onto the back of my hand and using the Real Techniques stippling brush. This one I picked up yesterday actually, and I am obsessed with this brush. I absolutely adore it. It's so soft and just love it. So I'm just buffing that in all over my face. It's such a lovely consistency, this foundation. It's very soft, very lightweight, and it leaves a gorgeous finish to the skin as well. So I am actually going in with another layer because I've got quite a bit of redness on my cheeks at the moment. Again, we're just blending that in on top of what we've already done, making sure it's seamless and there's no streaks or anything like that, dabbing it into the skin. Going down the neck to make sure all the colour's the same and there's no lines. Yeah, just blendy, blend. Okay, so next up we're going in with concealer. I'm using the Rimmel Match Perfection in 010 Ivory. This concealer is great. I use it as a highlight as well because I think it is for that. It's got wear for up to 13 hours, so I just put it all under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin and my cupid's bow to highlight that. And then I'm going in with the Zoeva Face Shape brush just to go over the smaller areas, so down my nose, my cupid's bow and any blemishes that I've got. And then I like to swap that back for the stippling brush just to go around under my eyes and to blend it out onto my forehead as well. So basically I just like to sort of highlight anywhere the lights would naturally hit, so above the cheekbone always, and the forehead. Now I'm going ahead with a loose powder. I think it's from Rimmel and it's part of the Match Perfection collection again. And I'm just dabbing I think it's the Real Techniques contour brush that I'm using. It's great for sort of blending the powder because it's nice and small and it gets it under the eyes nicely, and I do it around my mouth as well. Going ahead with bronzer now, I've got the Real Techniques powder brush, I think. I can't see because the name's worn off of it. And I think it's a Makeup Revolution bronzer that I picked up the other day. This bronzer is so pigmented, I can't even say. You need literally like the slightest dab, and if you put too much on, you just have to blend it out. But it's fine, it's a gorgeous colour, it's very warm. Yeah, it's just lovely. Okay, so we're now using the Sleek Contour Blush and Highlight Kit, using the contour shade just from the top of your ear down to your mouth where your natural hollow is. It's a great shade this, it's very cool toned, it's not too warm. I like to blend it out with the bronzing brush afterwards just to make it a little bit softer. Going for the same on the other side. Now from that same palette, I'm just taking the blush brush from Zoeva, taking the blush colour in that contour palette that I used before and just applying it to the apples of my cheeks very slightly, and then blending it out again with that big bronzer brush. Going straight onto the eyebrows. At the moment I'm using a kit by Rimmel, it's called the Brow Sculpting Kit. I'm using the brush that comes with it because it's actually really good. It's double-ended, so you've got a side for the gel and one for the powder. Well, it's not a gel, it's more like a wax. So I'm using that now on my brow just to sort of shape them and fill them in a bit. My brows are really fine, so I have quite a bit, it takes me quite a bit of time to make them a decent shape, and they're never perfect, but it's the best that I can do with them, so we'll just have to take it. So trying to get the other one even, again using the wax before we set them with the powder. I always like to start sort of mid to the tail end of the brow because that's the part that I like to be the darkest, and then sort of feather it a little bit towards the front, so it does give it a little bit more of a natural look rather than being very blocky and just filled in like that. As I said, it's quite hard to keep them sort of natural looking when I'm trying to make them to match my roots, because that is my natural root hair colour. It's quite dark compared to my eyebrows, so. But we get there in the end. It takes a lot of practice, but it's worth it. My baby, I love this palette. It's the Urban Decay Smoky. Taking a fluffy blending brush, I'm just going to take the lightest colour, which is 13, above the brow bone. Below the brow bone, under the eyebrow, and just all over the lid, just to prime it and get it ready for the rest of the colours. Okay, with that same brush, I'm now taking Combust, which is like a lovely matte dusty pink colour, and that's just going in the crease as a nice transition shade before we add the rest of the colours. Oh, time to take my hair down apparently. So yeah, going with Combust. So I'm now going in with my Zoeva Petite Crease brush. This is amazing if you've got quite hooded eyelids like I do. We're going for a mixture of Combust and Whiskey just to start off in the crease of the eye, just to get some definition in there. Taking the blending brush as well, just to blend it as we go. There's nothing worse than having lines and having it not blended out really subtly and really beautifully. So now we've got the Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer. We are taking a bit of High and a mixture of Dirty Sweet as well with that, just going in the inner corners. Next we're putting Radar, which is a beautiful sort of bronzy brown colour all over the lid. Just packing that on there, not being too neat with it because it's quite a smoky, messy look, so it's fine to go sort of a little bit messy. And again, taking that blending brush. Again, going in with the Petite Crease brush, we're adding a bit more Whiskey to it just to make it a little bit darker. Blending that right into the crease. Using the Petite Crease brush again, we're going in with Radar just to give it a little bit more sheen, and we're mixing it into the Whiskey that's in the crease. Again, taking the two colours that we've used on top of the lid, we're going to take them underneath the eye, which was Whiskey and Radar, just to make it a little bit more smokier underneath the eye, and blending it up towards the rest. Going to take High and Dirty Sweet just in the inner corner of the eye, just to make it highlight, to make it pop a little bit. Now using a Rimmel black eyeliner pencil, it's the Crayon Contour pencil in 01 Black. Just using this to line my waterline top and bottom, just to make it a little bit darker. We'll blend this out in a moment to make it smokier again. Now going to attempt to do some winged liner. For this I'm using a Ted Baker eyeliner pen. I received this for Christmas actually in a little kit. So I like to start by lining my eyelid first, so going straight from the outer corner to the inner corner. And then I match up the first line in a sort of going straight up towards the bottom of my eyebrow from my waterline and then matching that up on top of my lid. Now I always like to curl my lashes. I know a lot of people don't, but mine are quite short, so I always do. Going in now with my favourite mascara. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. It's Lash Multiplying Mascara, it says. And I think it's just in black, it doesn't actually say. Yeah, black. So going in with that, doing a few coats on the top and on the bottom as well. Okay, going on to lips, I'm just using a nude lip liner. This one's from MUA. It's called Caramel Nougat. They're really cheap. I think these ones are only like £1 each. But this one's great for sort of any colour because it just matches to your lip colour basically. Now I picked this one up yesterday. It's a Bourjois Rouge Edition Velvet. It's sort of like a liquid lipstick, I suppose. It comes out matte and it's in 07 Nudeist. I love it. It's the first sort of matte liquid lipstick that I've bought, and I think it's just such a lovely colour and it lasts a very long time as well. I'm just going to use a sheen lipstick by Sleek called Liqueur just to make it a little bit softer, a little bit shinier than it was. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thumbs up and subscribe if you want another one. Thank you.